Hey guys, Bobber18 here, and welcome back to some more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. In the last part, we got to Rougeport here, and we started the game, and we got our first partner, Goombella, who I am running crazily around. And in this part, we'll be continuing on with the prologue here, and trying to find Goombella's professor, Professor Frankly. He's kind of an old Goomba guy. But first, I just want to say that if you press the Z button, you can see your stats pretty easily without having to pause the game. This is the pause menu, by the way. You gave your stats here, party members. Yes, we'll have more. Don't worry. Your gear. Oh, you can also see your items here, and you can also see what she does at the bottom. You can press the C stick up and down to see what she is. You can read that, but I'm not really going to. You have your items, your important items. Yeah, that's a weird way to say it. Okay, you have your journal, which you have your map, you know, stuff like this. We'll be filling in all of it pretty much. You have your catalog, which I said in the last part, Goombella can tattle enemies, and they'll be added there. But I'm not going to fill up all that because it'll get really, really tedious. For right now, Goombella is the only way you can reveal an enemy's HP or health points, whatever you want to say. But later on in the game, we'll be getting other ways to do that. But before we go on, I just want to do this right over here because we'll have to do this eventually. And there's this weird toad lady. Why? No. I don't have to listen to you. Just because you have gray hair and yellow spots on your head. No, wait. Was that offensive? I don't know. It's a complete jerk. Okay. I imagine that's what she sounded like. Okay, fine. Fine. Won't move. Stop switching faces, you know? It's kind of weird. I know you're paper and it's your nature, but still. Okay, fine. I won't move. Can I jump? I didn't even move from that spot! Seems legit. Seems totally legit. I jumped and I landed. How does that make any sense? I jumped. I didn't even move from my spot. I didn't move. I jumped. Well, technically that is moving, but I thought you meant like move around and the other way. Never mind. Well, no matter which way you step or jump, I guess. You always step. I was making air quotes if you couldn't. Well, you couldn't see because. Never mind. Obviously, you couldn't see, but I was making air quotes because, yeah, jumping. I don't know. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. No matter which way you go, you always step on her contact lenses. And you'll have to do this to finish the game. Compensate you? No. Because, see, she'll block the west side here. But you can't even get to the west side without triggering this action here with you're stepping on her contact lens. Can't get past her. Or, wait. Did I almost got past her there, didn't I? I don't know. I was, like, glitching through it. Okay, that's pretty boring. Well, this is her house right here. She'll become apparent later, but let's go order some contacts for her. I mean, just because we accidentally stepped on them, so yeah. This is the shop here. But before we do anything, let's order some contacts. Okay, you go talk to your associate. Now, I never understood. I always thought that those toads, that black thing on their face, I always thought there was their mouth, and they're just, like, acting really surprised. But something that I learned in, like, the past, like, recently watching someone play this game, I actually sort of realized that those could actually be mustaches too. And it makes sense because, you know, like they're shopkeepers and sometimes shopkeepers have that really strange mustache or something, I don't know. But yeah, my mind was just blown when I found out that, but I still like to picture them as mouths just because toads seem to think that they should have that surprise look on their face. It just seems so fitting for them. Okay, point system, eh? Okay. Alright. Okay. No, I do not need you to explain it again. Yeah, the point system is over here. You save up points by buying things in the store. Like, I'll just buy a fire flower for right now. You have 100 coins. Yeah, I got an item. Yeah. Yeah, you can use an item by going into your gear here and using it. You can't use fire flower because that's a battle only item. Some items like a honey syrup here, which will store 5 FP, and a mushroom here, which will store 5 HP. You can use those outside of battle, but I'm not going to because I don't really need it right now. Tasty Tonic will restore all illnesses like poison, confused, other stuff like that. Sleepy Sheep will put enemies to sleep, and a Fright Mask has a tendency to scare enemies away, but it only works on really weak enemies, or so I've seen. Yeah, and you can also buy the stuff that you can buy is on the shelf over there. You can sell stuff, you can store stuff in like this shop here, and no matter what shop you go to, yes, there's other shops in the game. No matter what shop you go to, they'll always have your stored items, which is kind of weird. Yeah, and then you can also withdraw, which is the opposite of storing. And then you can just check your points. I have 3 right now because I bought 3 items. I'll buy one more fire flower. I'll buy one more fire flower just to be safe. So, we can finally go over here and go to the next area. Whoop-de-doo. I wonder what's over here. Loading. Oh, jeez. What? No. What? No. No, you stupid bandit. What's your beef? Yeah, Goomba, you tell him. What's your beef, pal? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, too. What? Have my coins? Okay, we will go chase him down, and I swear it. But first, there's a star piece that we can get back here. That's not the guy that stole your coins, obviously, because he went in the other area. That guy is for much later. Guess we could talk to him. Darkly. Well, yeah, that's probably a really dim place. There's boxes back here, and if you go over here, there's a star piece right here. Actually, before we go see what these buildings are right here, and yeah, if you didn't see, you could walk through there. Kind of hidden, but it's actually pretty well hidden. It looks kind of weird if you just stand right here, or like stand right here. Well, I guess if you just keep switching back and forth, the camera will just be like that, and it actually makes it look kind of 3D, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna go get our money back because we worked hard for that. I mean, actually, wait, no, we didn't. We had it when we were here. Well, Mario probably had to jump up and hit a lot of blocks before he came here to get all that much money. Or maybe he got it from his like travel agent or something. Yeah, give me my money back, pal. Well, yeah, what's your beef? I guess your beef is my money. And there's another star piece back here. Yay! It's our 3rd one already. We actually won't be seeing what those are for until a little later in the game. Probably like more. Well, I don't want to say anything because I'm afraid I'll spoil it for people who haven't played this game. Although, how have you not played this game? This game is like one of the best ever. This is someone you can fight to get past. You can also pay in 10 coins. His name is Gus, I believe. But I'm not going to fight. Well, I have fought him this earlier in the game before, and I've actually won, but I really don't feel like doing it right now, so I'll just smack him with a hammer instead. We don't really need to go over there to do anything, so I'm just going to let him be for right now. I will fight him later, but yeah, this is the Shine Sprite shop. It has Merlin in it. It's where you can power up your partners and stuff like that, but we don't have any Shine Sprites, obviously. And this house right here is Professor Frankly's house. Yay! Now, be warned, there is a lot, and I do mean a lot of dialogue coming up, so, yeah. Yay, it's Professor Frankly. Oh, okay. It's Mario and Goomba. You know, Goomba, isn't she your student? Or at least that's what she told me. Were you lying, Goomba? Were you lying? Huh? Yes. Okay, you did see her before. Okay, she's not lying. Good. Silence! Yes, old people gotta think. Goombriel. Sounds like a boy's name. I mean, not that it has to be a boy's name, but Eliza Goom. Why are these puns off Goombas? That's what he sounds like. Yay. An old person realizing something. That's like one of the best things ever. And what's up with his glasses? They look like Fawful's. You know, from the Mario and Luigi series? I mean, just compare a picture of Fawful to a picture of him. Yeah, they look like exactly the same. I don't know, maybe there's some relation or just a like nice hint at the Mario and Luigi series, which is the other Mario RPG series of the Mario series, I guess you could call it. Yeah, toot your own horn. Stick out my mind. Okay, then how come you didn't remember her before? I'm Mario! How rude. You didn't have to go all who on me. You could have just said, oh, who's that? I don't recognize him. Yeah, you're a bookworm. I'm hip. Apparently Mario's hip like that. Okay. We were looking for the treasure below Rougeport. Yeah, Goomba said. Yeah, I mean, he is like an archaeology professor, so he probably would know the answer to it. Because we were asked by those other people things, X-Knots. Was I supposed to say their name yet? Okay. Well, that's their name, the X-Knots. I'm not really sure if they said it before, but just remember it. Because we'll be seeing them a lot. Okay, well made. Okay, cooperate with us. Okay. Okay. Oh, an empty chest. Great. That would be a great treasure there. Yeah. By the way, I read kind of fast, and I didn't mean to skip that. Crystal stars, yeah. I read kind of fast, so I'll probably be not really skipping through the text, but just reading it fast. If you want to read it for yourself, you could just pause the video or something if you don't read that fast. Yes, I do want to find the legendary treasure. 7 crystal stars. Gee, that doesn't sound like they would be split into sections of the game. Gee, this is a story inside of a book. What are sections inside of a book called? I don't know. The lore you've read. Okay. Yay, then we can see the crystal stars. So we have to... Well, we have the magical map. Yeah, we do have it, Professor. Mario has it. What? That's what I imagine him sounding like. Do old men sound like that? Can they even make that noise? I don't know. Astounding! Yes, it is the real magical map. I mean, obviously, Peach sent it to us. She probably didn't photocopy it or anything. Unless she, like, got really old paper to photocopy it on. So, we have to go find the legendary ThousandYear Door and hold this aloft there. Then we'll get the location to the first crystal star. That's basically everything that they just said in a nutshell. So, yeah. Ooh, what's this? Another cutscene? Old thing came off. Well, it is paper. There's another thing with them going to use the paper mechanics. Okay, let's get a move on. Yay. Something occurred to me. Yeah, I already explained the action commands, Professor Frankly, of course. If you say that you don't know your action commands, you'll actually go into like a little battle sort of thing with him, and he'll just explain it. It takes forever, so I'm not going to do it because I already sort of explained it. They're pretty simple. So yeah, we can just go in the pipe and press down to go in it. And I really like the animation going down and up pipes too, especially because it goes in the direction that you are facing. So yeah, we can save here. And there's actually nothing really over there for... Well, I didn't mean to go in there. Actually, wait, scratch that. There is one thing. That's actually the person you trade your star pieces to, but she... I think it's a she. I'm not actually positive. She actually comes over here later in the game, and that's when you trade your star pieces to. There's a star piece behind here, the pillar here. And then if you go in this door... I believe this is... It's one of the ancient people. I can never remember their names. I know Merlin... I don't really know the other ones, though. But yeah, this guy can, Merlovely, okay. She can, I think it's a she, I'm not positive, sure. She can see your next path, your star pieces, and shine sprites, but we don't really need that right now, since we're just in the prologue. I don't think I'll ever be using it, and frankly got trapped in there. Okay, bye. I guess I'll save since I just got that star piece. Kind of redundant, but it goes pretty fast. I don't know, I feel like my memory card is like, it saves really slowly on a bunch of things. Wait, what's this? The hot... Okay. Goombas. I'm pretty sure this is the only time that regular enemy Goombas talk. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, so sweet. Seriously. Totally barfing. Okay. Yeah, get out of our way, you chumps. What's your beef? Yeah, that's like Goomba's catchphrase in this game. Ah, no! Oh, we got the whole Goomba... Or the whole Goomba. We have the whole Goomba trio here. The family tree of Goombas. Okay, you can't jump on the one with the spike, obviously. You want to hammer him. And the one in the air, when he's high up in the air like that, you don't want to, hammer him because you'll miss. If he's down low in the air, you can hammer him though. But when he's high up in the air, you want to jump on him. You can press Y to change positions like this, but it's not really useful right now. I could tattle the enemies, and in fact I will because I just want to show it off. To tattle, you line up the small cursor with the big cursor, just like this. You press A when the small cursor's in the big cursor, and then she'll read off the stuff for the things. Underlings of the underlings. Wow, that seems kind of offensive to you, Goomba, isn't it? I mean, you're a Goomba and such. My strategy for this battle is tattle them and then kill them. Yeah, like that. Now, we don't really have an audience right now, so it's kind of useless to do stylish moves and such. And I blocked that. Yeah, as I said, I'm kind of rusty at this game, so yeah. We can tattle this one. And I'm sorry if I'm not really going to show off the head bonk in this one. I'll show it off in the next battle we get to. I just want to tattle these enemies because these are the basic enemies that you're going to be fighting for the rest of the prologue. So yeah, spiky-headed Goomba. Yeah, real creative name. Totally. Yeah, this guy actually does an extra 1 damage when he hits you, so you don't want to let him do that. So it's stylish, but there's no really need because there's not really any audience. Yeah, and you can block that. Finally, we have the Paragoomba here. Let's tattle him, yay. Yeah. Why are you jealous? I like you just the way you are. I mean, you have a cool archaeology hat, and I'm pretty sure you're the only Goomba with hair, so that's like, yeah, see, you can't even select the hammer. Yeah, Goomba is the only Goomba with hair, so she should not be complaining. Oh, and if you just jump on a Paragoomba once, it'll turn into a regular Goomba, so yeah. Whee! Yeah, good. Run away, fatzos. What? They're not even fat. Okay. Yay. Oh, yeah, you can also get a first strike on an enemy if you jump on them or hammer them in the field. So, yeah, and then you get an extra hit on them in battle. But I think that is going to be it for this part of Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. And in the next part, we'll be seeing whatever is in that pipe over there by using that platform over there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you then.